Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is June the 25th, 2020, and today I want to have a little chat about dreams and visions. Joel 2:28 says, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions." I know, I want to say last week or a few episodes ago, I talked about different spiritual gifts. So we did mention the idea of dreams and or visions in that. But, let's kind of take a little look at it and see what the Lord got to say to us today. All right. So I'm kind of familiar with this spiritual gift. Shout out to my mama. My mama's a dreamer and everything like that. And so, throughout our lives, she would come and tell us a word or two, and then this thing we know, here it is. And I'll say every now and then I may get a dream or two, something that might stand out to me in a dream. And I tend to just kind of look it up and see if I can find anything in reference to it, because I don't know if I necessarily have the gift of interpretation. So if I have a dream that, something stands out to me, I found a website. I guess I'll go ahead and share it with you all. It's called dreammoods.com. Now, here's the disclaimer, friends. As we talk about these gifts and supernatural things and X, Y, and Z, just know that even though I might look up different symbols or things that stand out to me in my dreams, I might go to those sites to kind of see, what it has to say about that particular thing that I remember. But at the same time, I do take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if it's a Bible-based website. So if you are interested in looking up some of your symbols and things like that, if you don't know what they mean fully and everything like that, then, definitely, be led by Christ and, take what you read with a grain of salt and, see what the Lord has to say to you through it. But for the most part, I would say that dreammoods.com, anytime that I've looked up a symbol or something that stood out to me in my personal dreams, it helped me to understand my dreams a little bit better. So that's the one I use right now. But again, I don't know if it's Bible based. I don't know who wrote those. I don't know anything about that. So I apologize that but I'm just sharing with you all what I use. But anywho, with that being said, again, I know that there's a lot of things out here these days. They've got, people that are, I guess, manifesting things in their lives and things like that. Now, I'm not going to say that that's not biblical, or some of that's not biblical, but at the same time too, just kind of watching and pray and everything like that when it comes to that type of thing. However, I'm not I'm not opposed to, I guess, seeking God and for either the visions or the gifts or the, or even, like I said, interpretation and all those things. In Habukuk, and I hope I said it right, Habukuk 2:2, which, I'm going to go ahead and say the verse and I'll say my little commentary. So Habukuk 2:2 says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." So again, I guess manifesting certain things in your life, things like that, or writing down the visions that God give you. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. I know back in the day, there was this book passed around. You guys probably might be familiar with it. It's called The Secret. And for the longest time, people kept talking about it. And see, okay, so this is me. I'm not necessarily somebody that's into chain mail, pass around stuff type of, I'm doing this, so you gotta do it type of thing. So when people are doing stuff or they're everyone's watching the same thing or everyone's doing the same thing, I'm not necessarily into that. So for the longest time I was kind of hearing about this whole secret book. And then then I had a friend of mine that was like, you gotta read it. Like, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, so eventually I think I did kind of peruse the book. And as I perused the book, to me, I'm like, well, they're just pretty much talking about having faith is what, this is what it sounds like to me. Now, I don't know, again, the intentions of the author. And, again, you gotta, I guess, think about that when people write certain things or put certain things out there, because, there is another side to the spiritual aspect of stuff. So that's, I guess, what I'm trying to, make sure I'm being clear about, that there can be an evil side to this, as well. So you gotta kind of really, really watch and pray when it comes to using this gift or, being led by this gift and everything like that. And I'm going to share with you all some ways that you guys can, go deeper on that. But yeah, so when I read it, it wasn't like this amazing, like, new thing to have. To me, it was describing having faith. It just wasn't saying faith. And then the Bible, not the Bible, this book I'm talking about, I want to say it kept saying like things like the universe. So it didn't say, so where the Bible would say God and Jesus and everything like that, the book was kind of being like, and the universe will provide type of thing. And it's like, so that was the only thing I couldn't necessarily get with, because again, I do believe in God. And so, so again, when I was reading the book, I just was or like I said, I probably just perused it, honestly. And, I was like, okay, I can see some validity to some of these things. I don't think I necessarily practiced any of it to like actively, sit down and do what they were saying to do and everything like that. But, I do believe in writing down your visions. I do believe in like, trying to interpret them, perhaps maybe I'll try to really ask for the gift of interpretation or whatever, because I think that would be a beneficial gift to have, because sometimes, I do get dreams, or I do get like visions or things that I guess are revealed to me, and I might necessarily, I might share it with my husband, or, maybe I'll talk to about it with my mom, or I'll just keep it to myself, honestly. But yeah, again, I think these are beautiful gifts. I think we should, do our best to go deeper and be good stewards of those gifts, and definitely, be led by God when it comes to our visions and dreams. Make sure that they are coming from God. The other thing is, I know my mom and I kind of talked about this the other day, but, we gotta understand that too, sometimes our dreams and visions are for us. And, not to say that you can't share it with others, but, maybe other people might not understand, or, so when it comes to that, I guess don't get discouraged, I just understand and know that sometimes, again, God has given you a vision, and, if someone, maybe even a fellow Christian, if they don't understand the vision that God has given you, or if they are maybe, how can I say it? Maybe they're disagreeing with whatever the vision is that God gave you. Well, I would just say this. You know what God told you. One, and if you don't know, then go ahead and pray about it and see and make sure, that you received whatever the dream and vision was from God. And again, I'm going to give you guys some different, blogs to check out, that has a lot of good notes and feedback about those, that topic right there. But yeah, understand that this may happen, and so don't be discouraged. Just again, seek God, and, and make sure that you're hearing from God, and, everything like that. And I would say, when it comes to other people telling you, what they feel like, what is called prophecy. I wasn't necessarily even ready to talk about it, even like prepared to talk about prophecy, but, sometimes they're I would say there's some validity to prophets and prophecies. However, I would say if someone is going to speak something over your life, at least from what I've observed, is that whatever they speak is going to confirm what God has put in your heart already. So I would just keep that in mind as well when it comes to this whole thing about dreams, visions, prophecies, these spiritual gifts. Again, I feel like they're gonna, for the most part, things are gonna line up with. It's gonna line up with the word. It's gonna line up with what God has told you, and then so I feel like those are the ways that as well. But hey, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys some different sites and things like that to help you all go deeper. So, in regards to that, the first thing about, people that may disagree with you, Christians that may disagree with you, check out crossway.org, 12 Principles for Disagreeing with Other Christians. Check out that blog and article, for more information on that. Let's see, check out beliefnet.com. It says what the Bible really says about dreams and visions. Check that out. Check out mentoringprophets.com. 11 ways to know if a dream is from God. Okay. Also, there's another one, viralbeliever.com. 4 ways you can tell if your dream is from God. Okay. And then, I guess last but not least, BennyHinn.org has a article called How to Recognize God-Given Visions. So, take a little time, go deeper, check those out, and see what the Lord has to say to you through those, in regards to this topic today. And I'll go ahead and share. Again, you guys know I listen to Marcus Rogers, I listen to Christ Forgiveness and David Lynn and everything like that. So Marcus Rogers is one of the prophets that he's usually talking about, different visions and dreams and things like that God has shown him. Again, take whatever, all things you hear, even what you hear from me, take it with a grain of salt. Pray about it, see what the Lord say. But if you guys want to see someone who's actively using, not even just using the visions and dreams that God gives, but like it's actively, talking about them and everything like that, check out Marcus Rogers and, check out some of the visions and things that he has had, recently and everything like that. So, now, the Bible verse of today, friends, is Psalms 121, 1 and 2. It says, I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Friends, thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I hope that you all can go forward and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.